I was trying to say last year, before I ever get it into elections, no, NDC for no campaign message, strong one, a 24-hour economy. Nkete. JDM, this police we better 12 year, no, about for be brave, ebe bashe, no, NPP for no. Omo bashe, His Excellency be brave, 24-hour economy, the other, when Uncle crowd, ye, you might China, home. Oh, the Magana, ye, 24-hour continuous here. Oh, it doesn't make sense. It's as the electricity crown and you stable with me. Sa particular assembly, I do the NKI.
Former president, the only one-term president in our history, the killer of killers, Dumso. For 4 years, you couldn't keep the lights on. By somebody who couldn't keep the lights on for 24 hours, for 12 hours, is going to give us a 24-hour economy. With what power are we going to power this 24-hour economy when even 12 hours you can't keep the lights on?
2nd July, His Excellency, Unveils our 24-hour economy. No, I must say, CIA, start here, Juma. And kudos to His Excellency. And this for now. And then the Vice President and go unveil this particular project. Our police suite has come to stay. Start here, Juma.
But let me be clear here. The 24H Plus agenda is not simply about extending working hours. It is about unleashing productivity, expanding opportunity, accelerating exports through well-structured, multi-sectoral, and inclusive interventions.
Welcome back to Afropost TV, or some for slide and say. Obviously, we are back. Yasiaba, Sas, Asiaba, and Taban. Our only rings no. Tia J platform, this year. If you are a catcher, say, Yankasa too much. It's as our umpire yet in Tia. Ubobia too much. Tiene and Pessy viewers, maybe more for Beshe. It's in the Abaya bro, this particular platform. Tia Bonds, and short. Eddie amount. I was the whole quiet His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say it. And you wouldn't say 24-hour economy now, what they are campaign, what they are campaign, Ghana for a day a binding man on the action in some. 2nd July, His Excellency, Unveils our 24-hour economy. No, I must say, CIA, start here, Juma. And kudos to His Excellency. And this for now. Say 24-hour economy, no, Abba to stay. I was trying to say last year, before I ever get it into elections, no, NDC for no campaign message, strong one, a 24-hour economy. Nkete. 24-hour economy, and then nkete, no. I was trying to vote about another man, His Excellency, no. I feel, and our Bible unveils our 24-hour economy, no. Actually, how when you manage to cost. I was trying to say, JDM, this police we better 12 year, no. About for be brave, ebe bashe, no. NPP for no. Omo bashe, His Excellency be brave, 24-hour economy, the other. When Uncle crowd, ye, you might China, home. Is that when Uncle started all bad, no. Or bad Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, home. I when Uncle cry, you man, or rest. Into the say, oh, the Magana, ye, not 24-hour continuous here. Oh, it doesn't make sense. I wish these are not my ways. NPP for no, any opposition for no, so I don't know more. No much as you bullshit so because of 24-hour economy is as the electricity crown and you stable me. Sa particular assembly, I do the NKI, former president of the Republic of Ghana. That time on a can't ask him. Or say, what is so big? So about 24-hour economy, 24-hour economy. Or be my year the whole day while Brian resting. Sandy Pakroya also claims electricity in 6 for 12 hours. I was not doing a council with you. Was sending per hour so over my Ghana, I had not 24 hours straight up. No, sending panel on me my electricity to cry in for 12 years continuously. Tis any part of the day and about power 24-hour economy. I wish these are not my ways. These are the ways of Adudi. I wish I say no kai.
Standing, we have 2 people are the 2 leading contestants. Every decision that we make on Saturday will be one or other. The former president, the only one-term president in our history. Today, a narrative is being developed as if his period was some golden age of Ghanaian economic development, and that therefore it is on that basis that he wants to return, to continue that golden age. Oh, really? The golden age? You couldn't pay teachers training allowances? You couldn't pay nurses training allowances? Graduate Unemployment Association, 3.4% rate of growth, the slowest, the most sluggish for over a decade. We want to have to repeat that, and on top of it, of course, the killer of killers, Dumso, for 4 years. You couldn't keep the lights on. But we're told that we're now going to go into a 24-hour economy. I'm amazed by this statement. By somebody who couldn't keep the lights on for 24 hours, for 12 hours, is going to give us a 24-hour economy. With what power are we going to power this 24-hour economy when even 12 hours you can't keep the lights on?
After say Adudi so this assembly by any public break, as I say, oh Adudi, you are being too much sentimental. When him say okay, 24-hour economy, it doesn't mean say you be here 24 hours continuously. Emma man for be extra or Madrid. Now, 2nd July, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wababe unveil and then the Vice President and go unveil this particular project. Our police weight has come to stay. Ebe start here juma. Now His Excellency ebe cheche nsem mu kakra obi and man ani so e de share Ghana for say ye ka say 24-hour economy. Enya say hours na dey juma na ye ba be extending the keke wo dabi. Enya hours no keke na ye ba be extending no. But a increment of the productivity. Mahama cheche nsem mu say 24 hours no e ba be ye nyuma be bre e wa Ghana hanom. Abushan nsem bi say na His Excellency e kan.
But let me be clear here. The 24H Plus agenda is not simply about extending working hours. It is about unleashing productivity, expanding opportunity, accelerating exports through well-structured, multi-sectoral, and inclusive interventions. And so we would have national consultation and co-design. And over the past 6 months, the 24-hour Plus Secretariat under the Presidential Advisor, Mr. Guzitano and his team,
Abuja Mahama sign to also change say before this our police we ever abontin no omuni can scrutinize the system no omuni kan koye survey ehunu nioma ekoso ewo ground so no man kasa say omuni this particular policy ever na omuni illiterates omuni entrepreneurs both large and then small scale entrepreneurs omuni kasa omo ye illiterates omo ye educated omuni kasa if omo sign investors for akasa omuni traders akasa omuni diaspora for akasa omani technology inventors for bebre akasa into sa 24-hour economy we no ba no they know what they are about omani nimnia omo ba be yankasa abuja say na His Excellency ekai
has undertaken an extensive national engagement process. They've listened to entrepreneurs both large and small, both formal and informal. They've listened to organized labor, cooperatives, farmers and traders. They've listened to artists, technologists, traditional rulers and religious bodies. They've consulted with diaspora groups, development agencies, investors, and infrastructure experts. They've talked to youth and women's organizations, scientists, and educational institutions. Alongside the private sector, the Secretariat has worked with government ministries, departments, and agencies to align regulatory, fiscal, and institutional frameworks to the program.
24-hour economy we no abano. Enye omo aban na eba be yo na say government sector no na eba be enye government sector no na eba be yo na private sector no na eba be ye adwuma no mo ai private sector no na eba be dominate na omo government sector no de omo ba be facilitate amanyoma na private sector na eba be ye no ni nyina akototin ni nyina akosmooth ni nyina akoyo e di ama om ntinye say omo aban no na chinchina oba be force say yenye 24-hour economy na private sectors wonu mum ne be ye ne more omo ne be dominate but omo government ne dey on be make sure say near private sector ne ye bia no e be go smoothly ai e dey ama no say be ya ne sector no obetinya bi mu obetinya fa more workers obetinya nya more productivity no obetinya tuya ne workers no so come more abujan chechemu bebre na His Excellency e dey buy abujan chechemu ni bi.
The finance and implementation institutional frameworks for 24-hour Plus. The private sector will lead the 24-hour Plus program. Government will facilitate and not dominate. Government will facilitate and not dominate. Any government funding in 24-hour Plus will be catalytic, serving as seed funding for the 24-hour Plus authority and supporting bulk infrastructure. Enterprise financing will be sourced through commercial banks, DFIs, and blended finance instruments. Fund 24 will address access to capital, collateral constraints, and the short-term nature of most of our banking finance. Credit guarantee schemes will support risk sharing without breaching our fiscal covenants with our multilateral institutions.
Opusua, o trust this 24-hour economy we. Media me mean kasa me trust and asa me trust it. Mpenfo kasa bi wodom say menia abebeto ebia no emprim. Baby a abe ebeto bia no eho emprim. Esan say uka abe na mu ka abe no dia ba be yen sankufu na uka abe na sometimes mutimi direct say be besa abe no ento ha na besa abe no ento ha. But say when nya ni ye na sa anto baby a open na say to different position abe no untimi peja nzan na two position na open no. Baby ebeto bia e hwa na ebe dam waye we eduma no. Ti baby a abebeto bia no eho emprim. Nti policy na Mahama de aba no. So far as na your Ghana hanom ne de. We must do it. And 24-hour economy, it has come to stay for us. Ye nyina ye bon pay say ebetimi aye eduma ko animu na Ghana for bia be benefit. Na fi ye jaze ye tutu kwan yakọ amount for country so akọ bre no. Tiabusia, His Excellency Ababe unveil 24-hour economy no. What do you think about that? So ebe succeed and I say end succeed. Share our comment section hono. We are now subscribing to AfriPulse TV. Now feel the bell notification and so to on. Say be our next update and as a next video be a bed drop to be an. Ubenya notification wherever you find yourself. And say be our unlucky information, you know. For bell notification to on. Now stay safe out there. Keep watching more videos on AfriPulse TV and then see you again soon.